welcome back to They Did What? Your source for the internet's craziest, most entertaining stories, where I go with them, analyze them, and most certainly make fun of them. Today I'll be covering part 5 of the story, which is titled, Wife Canceled Her Weekend at the Lake for a Work Trip, but secretly took her lover instead. And a shout out to Lex for sending me this update here. And guys, before I get into it, you can hear the rain out here. Well, Hurricane Milton's a day away, so I got to get these videos filmed just in case power is out, and I want to keep the show going on. So bear with me with the noise of the rain. My freaking street here is starting to look like a fucking river here, but gotta do what I gotta do. Anyhow, guys, I'm not going to do a big recap because you all know at this point, part 5, what's going on with the story with this guy. So I'm just going to jump right into this. You know, the wife was cheating, having a big affair. He had no idea. She's losing her mind, wants him back, all that type of stuff. So he continues on his story. He says, my soon-to-be ex's affair partner showed up at my house banging on the door loudly, yelling and threatening to break down the door. The neighbors started coming out to see what was going on. His voice was slurred. It was obvious that he was drunk. He had driven over to my house while he was intoxicated. Well, at this point, this guy has cameras up, and he's ready to handle this guy accordingly. Remember, this jackass has been to his house before. I didn't say anything. I didn't step out of the house. I didn't engage with him. I just called the police. There you go. The cops showed up. Given his drunken state, he was aggressive, non-cooperative, so they put him in handcuffs. Awesome. After his arrest, I spoke to one of the officers and explained the whole situation. I had been harassing his wife, remember his wife was staying with him, and showing up unannounced despite her trying to cut contact. I also told them that he had been violent towards me and my ex, which is true. Remember, guys, this dude who was nailing his wife's now divorcing him, and she's staying with this dude sometimes just to get away from him. He's helping her out. The officer said they'd be taking him in for public intoxication and harassment. Since this wasn't the first time the affair partner had been warned, they told me that a no-contact order would be issued as part of his release conditions. He's now legally forbidden from contacting me or her. If he tries anything again, he'll be arrested on the spot. Wonderful. And this is why he shouldn't have done the police report the first time around. That bonehead showed up at his house. The entire incident was recorded by my security camera. I will add the footage to the compiled evidence I'm putting together to send to all those friends who called me a piece of shit. Remember in the last update, all these mutual friends started bombarding him with insults, text, phone calls, all that, because his ex-wife, who's starting to realize she's not getting this guy back, was trashing him and totally lying about everything that happened to make him to be the bad guy. This is why the guy has to control the narrative before she does. Now on to the other update here. That was a mini update. He says, exposing my ex. As many of you suggested, I spent the last few days working to gather all evidence that I have of my soon-to-be ex's manipulation affair, her affair partner's harassment, and I've compiled and organized them into chronological order. He says, I call this my evidence pile. Number 1, he says, the wall of text between my soon-to-be ex and affair partner, which I had saved when I first found out about them. These are especially damning because the text also mention the things they do to avoid spouses, me and his wife, from finding out. 2, pictures of my ex and the affair partner sent to each other, not nudes, but definitely suggestive. People are morons. They send all this evidence, and then they keep it on their phones and computers. 3, footage of the affair partner grabbing and shoving my wife, which I got from my neighbor's security camera. This goes to show, guys, everybody should have security set up. 4, screenshots of text between the affair partner's wife and affair partner, which she provided me, showing he's been harassing her. 5, footage from my security camera of the affair partner coming to my house and getting arrested. And 6, saving the best for last, my soon-to-be ex's confession. Well, he has all this evidence, but still, to the people on her side, they're going to still think that this guy caused this whole problem or something. I didn't think I'd be able to get a confession out of her, to be honest, but I guess she felt overconfident having gotten away with her previous lying. Here's how the confession happened. My 2 best friends, who have stood in my corner in spite of her lies and slander, wanted to help in exposing her. We knew she wouldn't meet with me to keep up the charade, so they pretended to have several ties with me for being violent. Soon-to-be ex fully believed them. Alright, time to fight fire with fire, huh? My 2 friends then organized a night out with several of our larger group of friends, including her, to support her during her rough time, all the while maintaining their cover of the friendship fallout with me. When they went out, as the night had progressed, my soon-to-be ex had one too many drinks, as did everyone else. My friends began prodding, asking how she managed to keep her affair under wraps. She revealed that one of the women in our friend group knew about the affair the entire time. There you go. This is why I said that there's always going to be somebody, a best friend or somebody, a sister, is going to know what's going on here. And there you go. This friend helped cover it up. And the worst part about this whole thing, this friend, who had sometimes covered for her, was there at the gathering with her husband. Her husband was completely blindsided by this, and furious, having no idea that his wife had been helping cover up the affair. Yeah, imagine that. And that tells the husband here, wait a second, my wife has no problem covering up affairs, maybe she'd have no problem having affairs too. I mean, these are things you got to keep in mind here. It became incredibly awkward, and the husband left, and the wife followed him. My soon-to-be ex was really drunk and oblivious to what she had done. The rest of the group got really upset by this and left as well. My two friends remained and continued prodding. They asked her what she planned to do now, and if she would start dating the affair partner publicly. She said nope, she was done with him. When friends asked why, she drunkenly admitted that the affair partner was physically violent, and when my friends asked why she had lied and said I was the one who attacked her, she said she was scared and that he had been blackmailing her. Oh, okay, sure. You don't think all these people would come together to try to help her? I mean, come on here. There you go. I hope they're saying that she's a pathological liar and a scumbag. All of this was recorded by my friends. I will note that she found out about affair partner's arrest in my house from a neighbor who had messaged to check in on her following a ruckus the affair partner created the night he was arrested. My guess is that she's backpedaling because of this. Also, I have no idea what he has on her to blackmail with her, if that's even true. I mean, at this point, the cat is out of the bag. She's been cheating and all that. I mean, who knows? I mean, maybe he's got some video of her doing things she doesn't want seen, and he could, but still. Next, I created a text chain including her parents, my parents, our group of friends who have been shit-talking to me, and sent them the evidence pile along with the following message. Good, there you go. Send the evidence to all these people. The message was, I never thought I'd have to do this, but clearly I've been giving too many people the benefit of the doubt. Since most of you had no problem jumping to conclusions and shit-talking me, it's time to set the record straight once and for all. The attachments show everything, and most importantly, proof that I never laid a hand on her. I've also discovered a video that my wife and the affair partner made while they were having SCX in our home, in our marital bed. For obvious reasons, the video will not be shared. Well, a lot of people would share that video, but he's choosing not to. But he has to do this. He has to send this to all her. He's controlling the narrative just a little late. So I left the group chat, blocked the phone numbers of all these so-called friends that I have no interest in knowing and what they have to say or if they want to apologize to me. I just wanted to clear my name and get out. Yeah, I have nothing to do with them. I then privately messaged her this. This is what he says his soon-to-be ex. If you ever think about pulling something like this again, I will share all of it on Facebook and sue you for defamation. Going forward, you will not contact me. If you require something pertaining to the divorce, you can reach out to my lawyer, and my lawyer will be forwarding the separation agreement to you soon. There you go. That's all you got to do. To be honest, doing this is so out of character for me, and I hate that it got to this. But she left me no choice. I had to take back control of the narrative. Yes, but man, you didn't want this. And again, you were a good husband to her. Look what she did. This may be my last update for a while, unless something unexpected happens. Although I doubt it after the bombshell I just dropped. Well, we're on my 5th video here. I think there's going to be more updates here. I'm currently at the cottage taking a much-needed break and plan to stay here for a while. I've taken a week off from work to process everything that's happened, since I haven't really had the chance to do so until now. Thank you to everyone who's been following my story, leaving comments, DMing me, and giving me tough love when I need to hear it. You guys have helped me more than you know. Well, that's awesome. And yeah, these guys do need tough love, because just, you guys out there know how we are. We can be very thick-headed about things, and you have to really slap us upside the head physically or verbally for us to accept reality. Again, thank you. Thank you again to everybody who's been following my story, leaving comments, blah, blah, blah. I read that part. But anyhow, he also now responds to a whole bunch of comments people made, revealing more what's going on. So I'm going to read that now. He says, yes, the soon-to-be ex was a part of the chat. I also private messaged her only to contact me via my lawyer moving forward. Where I am, one-party consent is legal. Ergo, my friends were able to record the conversation with her because they were a consenting part of it. Her stuff currently is in the basement. I changed the locks of the house, and she can choose to move back into the basement as she co-owns the house. The affair partner's wife is currently at her parents' in a different province. When she returns, she'll likely be back at our house. Oh, how about that? His ex-wife is now living in the basement. If she moves back to the basement and have this woman upstairs in the house, yeah, what could go wrong? Now, here's a part about responding to the part about what did her friends say about what she said about you. The friends left before them. They were mad at her either for involving her friend in the cover-up or for outing the friend and putting her in an awkward situation with her husband. Quite frankly, I'm not sure which one it is. When she admitted to the affair partner's part in the attack, it was just her and my two buddies. I don't know what the friends had to say about her confession. I exited the group chat before she had a chance to respond. He also says, yes, she claimed it was the one who grabbed and shoved her in anger, when in reality it was the affair partner who did that. Another response, he says here, there's a good question. Only time will tell if she will come back to me asking for another chance. I honestly have no idea. I think on some level she does want to reconcile, but has been pouring her energy into saving her reputation instead of fixing our marriage. Well, that says everything. I think she got herself stuck in a web of lies, which she spun, and will only start realizing what she has done once the dust settles. Then again, I might be reading this whole thing wrong. Her actions in the last 2 weeks and several months really are not that of the woman I fell in love with and married, so who knows? Well, yeah, sadly, I think what you're seeing is who she really is. What you fell in love with was a bunch of bullshit, a false identity, okay? And so you shouldn't beat yourself up too much over that. You know, you can regret all the time you wasted with her and money and all that in your heart, but at the end of the day, that, you know, who you fell in love with is not her. Okay, this was her. It'd be a different ballgame. So it is just time to take it one day at a time, enjoy your peace and quiet at the cabin, and get through this as best as possible. That's all I can say. And there will be more drama, guaranteed. Just as how it is, because she's a nutcase. And with more drama, there'll be more updates. So if you guys want more updates, let me know. I'll keep them coming. But anyhow, guys, thanks for bearing with me with the rain. Wish me luck here. And to all the brothers out there that are in Florida right now, good luck to you guys. Stay safe. We'll get through this shit. Holy, my first hurricane. And I'll be doing more videos tomorrow if I can before this damn thing arrives. Alright guys, that's it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. Be sure to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe. I'll catch you next time.